I will give everybody a chance. Because I don't move in fear. I don't wake up assuming everyone's out to get me. I don't operate with paranoia guiding my actions. That's not strength. That's weakness disguised as caution. I'm not gonna treat people like enemies just because of what I've been through. Everyone starts with a clean slate. But let's get something straight. I may give you a chance, but I won't give you endless opportunities to show me your true colors. I live by one of the realest codes there is. Suspect evil in no one until see it. Once see it, forget it not, for once an enemy can never be a friend. That's it. That's the law. That's how I move. I'm not a paranoid man, but I'm not a fool either. You don't get labeled an enemy based on assumption. You earn that title the moment you show me deception, disloyalty, or disrespect. I don't walk around expecting snakes, but when you hiss once, I don't need to hear it again. I don't need a repeat offense to make up my mind. One glimpse of your true self, and the mask is off for good. You cross me once, and I won't forget it. Not for once. That memory stays locked in, not out of spite, but out of survival. Because once you've shown me that you're capable of betrayal, why would I ever invite that back into my life? An enemy can never be a friend. Not now, not ever. Once the veil drops, the truth is permanent. You don't reverse that. You don't erase it. I forgive for me, but I do not forget for you. Now let me speak on forgiveness. Real forgiveness. I'm not carrying bitterness. I'm not walking around with emotional debt, holding grudges like weights on my soul. I forgive to release it from me. I let it go because I won't be poisoned by someone else's betrayal. I clear my heart, but I keep my vision sharp. I'm not perfect. I'm not pretending I never made mistakes. I'm man enough to own mine. I've said things I regret. I've reacted in ways I wish I hadn't. But even then, my intention was never rooted in treachery. My heart has always been genuine. I'm not out here stealing from people. I'm not moving with malice. I'm not plotting on your downfall. I'm not trying to snake you or stab you in the back. I ain't even out here trying to touch your side chick. That's clown energy. That's weak man behavior. I don't need to win like that. I don't play dirty. What I value above everything is loyalty, integrity, and clarity. And if you can't operate with those, I'm done. You showed me once, that's all I needed. You can keep your excuses. You can keep your second chances. I'm not interested. I don't forgive to make you comfortable. I forgive so I can move forward with clean energy, sharper focus, and no dead weight attached to my spirit. But don't confuse that forgiveness with naivety. I won't forget. I won't return to your circle. I won't sit at your table again. Suspect evil in no one until see it. Once see it, forget it not. For once an enemy can never be a friend. Those aren't just words to me. They're written in stone. That's how I live. That's how I protect my peace. And that's how I separate the real from the fake, the loyal from the leech, the solid from the slime. This isn't bitterness. This is clarity. This is the code. And if you violate it, don't expect a second invitation. Let's kill the fantasy right now. People do not change overnight. When someone reveals their character through actions, not words, you're witnessing the truth. Not a fluke, not a slip, not a bad day. You're watching who they really are when the mask slips. So when they betray you, lie to you, disrespect you, or snake you in the dark, that's not an accident. That's the unveiling. That's their essence rising to the surface. And if you're still foolish enough to invite them back after that, you're not loyal. You're lost. The moment someone shows me betrayal, they've already disqualified themselves from my future. Their words after the fact don't matter. Their tears, their stories, their justifications. It's background noise. Because I don't evaluate people by their apologies. I evaluate them by what they chose to do when they thought I wouldn't find out, or when they believed I wasn't strong enough to walk away. Once I see that disloyalty, it's permanent. I don't hit the reset button. I don't offer fresh slates to snakes. I'm not interested in performing emotional CPR on people who pulled the plug on our connection themselves. They made their bed. They can rot in it. And the coldest part, I'll never raise my voice. I won't argue. I won't beg for understanding or try to change your mind. I simply disappear, fully, completely and permanently. Because nothing is more powerful than a man who walks away in silence, with his dignity intact and his standards untouched. They thought they had time. They thought they could fumble loyalty and earn their way back. They thought wrong. I don't hand out reruns of trust. I don't offer sequels to betrayal. So understand this. I forgive for myself, but I eliminate for good. Forgiveness is internal. It's how I let go of the weight. It's how I keep my soul clean. But elimination, that's for protection. That's for future-proofing my life. Anyone who puts me in a position where I have to question their loyalty has already answered the question. I don't hate you. I don't wish you harm. But I wish you away from my life. And I'll never look back. You don't return to someone who touched fire and blamed the flame. You don't reopen doors for people who kicked them down. You don't invite traitors to your table and call it mercy. You let them starve outside. Because the truth is this: once you see who someone is, you're responsible for what comes next. If you ignore it, if you pretend it didn't happen, you're no longer a victim. You're a volunteer. So my code remains. Suspect evil in no one until see it. Once see it, forget it not. For once an enemy can never be a friend. I keep my space clean. I keep my circle tighter than a drum. I don't let betrayal sit in silence. I let it echo as a final goodbye. You burned the bridge. Good. Now I know which way never to walk again. That's how I move. That's how I win. That's how I stay untouchable. Final judgment. It's done.